are at 80 feet. Sight spikes are loaded up. We're going to start at the bottom and work our way to the top. I'm not going to do 5-shot groups today. We're just going to do 3. And I do have to add that we got 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts today, and it's wicked. But I'm going to try to hold for between gusts to kind of take that out of the factor. Wow. Very first shot was dang near dead center. But let's see. We'll hold that. Hole and hole? Are you kidding me? Third shot? Hole and hole. There's no way. All 3 pellets in the same exact hole out of the Excite spikes. That is incredible. These things are freaking garbage. I was going to throw them away. They were so bad. We may have found the winning pellets. I have a whole bunch to go through, but I don't think anything's going to beat that. That's all 3, hole and hole. So, I'm kind of shocked about that. Let's go up to the Gamma Luxors. These look like a brass or something. Very shiny. These things were trash too. Watch it make a liar out of me. There's a lot of pellets that I've had that are garbage, but I figured there's no point in wasting them. You can use them for something. All right, middle target. Didn't even hit the paper. Made a sonic boom. This thing's shooting way too hot for those things. Let's try a second one. No, I see where they're hitting. They're hitting about 2 o'clock on the board, if you can see that in the target. They're just flying wild. And no clue where the third one even went. Yeah, those things are trash. Maybe if you got them down under sonic boom levels, they must be shooting those things over 1,000 feet per second, and it don't like that at all. Maybe something a little less more powerful might like those. So we'll save them, continue on a different episode. So now we got the highly praised FX hybrid slugs. These are a lot heavier, so they are going to hit lower, but we're holding for groups. 3 of those loaded up. I'm going to still use the middle target because we never even hit it. All right, looks like we hit off the paper about 5 o'clock. It's okay, we're just going to hold center still. Right next to the last one. Okay, so you can see the spread on those. Those things suck out of the Beeman Commodore. Mixed results. Some guns really like them. It must be the twist rate. They're a heavy slug. This gun hates them. Not as bad as the Gamma Luxors, but still hates them. Let's go have a closer look at those. So there's the results of that. Unless I was hitting somewhere that I did not see, all three were hole in hole on the Excite spikes. Luxors, we hit, oh, looks like we may have put one hole in hole here. I can't tell. But there and there, and we lost the third one, unless that was it as well. And then the FX hybrids, there, and there. That's like 3/4 group at 80 feet. That sucks. I mean, it's usable, but that sucks. Now, for the last thing I want to show you guys, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the brand new Devil's Flute lead dust collector. Very oddly designed, and I'll show you why. Interesting though, it looks like an old German stick grenade, but it is not, YouTube. This is a lead dust collector. I want to show you guys a working concept here. I'm not going to break out any sound meters today. We're just going to kind of shoot. And since the Excite spikes were doing so well, we're going to use those. I haven't touched the scope, and to see how close of deviation it is with this, and I want to show you how to install this. All right, so on the end of the synthetic models anyway, this is a 22, it's got a plastic ring right on the end. If you just give that a twist, hold the shroud and turn that, you'll see what is underneath there. Pull that out. That is the factory moderator. It's got 2 rubber O-rings on each end. You just pull that out. Your shroud, if you wanted to, you could pull it off and leave the exposed barrel. There is a 1/2x20 on the end of the barrel stock. Take your Devil's Flute, stick it in there until you feel it hit. You'll feel it grab, and just spin it all the way on until it gets snug and your shroud isn't loose. You don't want to go too tight, you will break it. And guys, this is 3D printed, so if you drop this thing and it hits on the moderator before the rest of the gun, yeah, it's going to snap off. So you got to be careful with these things. It is printed out of PETG though, but due to that collar, it's got a weak point in the middle. If you hit this, it will break. Let's show it in action. Okay, so after reviewing the video, I realized I'm an idiot, but we already know that. No, the Excite spikes, as you've seen, and I didn't until afterwards, was here, here, here. They were nowhere close to being consistent. I actually thought it was going hole in hole, and that was not the case. So scratch that, they still suck. So now I want to turn your attention back to the last video. We used the Gamma Blue Bombers. They did pretty decent in this thing. And like I said, I haven't got through all my pellets yet, so I don't know what it likes the best, but we know about how that grouped. With any lead dust collector, it is going to change your point of impact, so you will have to readjust your scope to accommodate that. It's the pressure inside the baffles, the extra weight hanging on the barrel. There's all kinds of science that I'm not going to get into that as why it changes your point of impact, but it does. So let's send the 3-round group, maybe 4, and I'll show you what the Gamma Blue Bombers are doing with the Devil's Flute still attached. And I will leave it in the view so you guys can see that I am using it. Yep. I don't knock the camera down. All right, we're going for that top target, and I'm not I'm not really dialed in centered perfectly, but it should get the idea. Okay. A little high. I'm going to hold the same. There's 3. And those are all within ½ inch so far. I think I got one more shot left in this mag. That wind is ferocious. Oh, that's all I had was 3. But I'm gonna go ahead and put some more in real quick. Just because I really want to show you're not gonna hit your neighbor's target downrange using this thing. Shots are going to stay on target. There's 4. Five, hole and hole. I think I have one last one. There you go. So there's your proof. I wasn't, I could tighten those up, but there's no need. That was to show these stay in a group when shooting. You're not getting one over here, one up here, because it doesn't know what to do. They are controllable. If you guys are interested in a devil's flute for your Beeman, hit me up. My info is in my bio for my email, and I can let you know the pricing. And these are being made kind of like sheets, made to order. I don't have a whole stock of these sitting around because I don't know if anybody's going to buy any, and I'm not going to waste my time and material. I will print them as I sell them. So if you're interested, hit me up.